The attack on the Kaduna-bound train on the 28th of March 2022 has drastically affected the patronage of the service. Travelers are now apprehensive of security threats while using the railway service. In this report, senior correspondent Ivy Kanu joined some travelers on a trip from Lagos to Ibadan.
The 20th of March attack on a passenger train is still unforgotten. Despite that incident, there is apprehension amongst travelers. Our crew decided to see the effect the adoption of passengers by the terrorists would have on the Lagos-IBADAN route. Since the Railway Corporation runs 3 trips on Friday and Saturday, we decided to do a Saturday trip from Lagos to Ibadan. Passengers started arriving early at the Mobolaji Johnson station at Lagomeji, Yaba, Lagos. At the counter, vital information of passengers is required for the manifest. And it was time to board. It was a cozy ride as we cruised through the 10 stations on the Lagos-Ibadan train route.
All passengers are to sit on their allocated seats only.
The train is made up of 9 coaches, 5 standards, 3 business and 1 first class. Some appear apprehensive after all passengers were thoroughly checked before boarding. They spoke on the train attack and if that had any effect on them.
For complaints, inquiries or suggestions regarding our services, please speak with any of our officials on board.
No, it's not really, because at the long run, I feel life is a risk. So it doesn't have to be, you don't even have to go to Kaduna. If anything bad wants to happen, it will happen. So I mean, whatever you're doing, just be positive and, I'm not scared of it.
Yesterday, I boarded this train, the 6 p.m. trip. And honestly, I was scared. I was actually scared because by the time it was around 7:30, when we got to Abuja-Kaduna, everywhere was dark. So it was obvious to everyone that I was scared because I was like, there was bushes all over the place.
For once, it had never affected my psychic on this route because for now, everything is still going on smoothly. And the staffs of the train they are conscious about people that comes in and go out of this train.
Actually, this morning when I was coming, my kids discouraged me. Well, by the time we got there, I actually discovered that there's a low patronage. So I can have 1 or 2 things together that is because of what happened at Kaduna.
Initially, I was scared about that Kaduna saga. Because when you look at it, if the bandits should attack the trains, then what will happen to the road?
The Kaduna attack actually is a spoiler to this train business. It has deep impression in the psyche of virtually everybody that has been using the train.
We finally arrived at the Obafemi Awolowo station at Moniya area of Ibadan. For us, we knew it was going to be a long day as we had about 4 hours to wait before heading back to Lagos. Then passengers returning to Lagos started arriving. We spoke to some at the waiting hall about their concerns as they board the train.
When people are inside the train, you can do a form of surveillance, IT surveillance on the kind of calls and stuff that people make in the train. Then the intelligence team of security agencies can then put a track on that, and then the response should be very, very fast. If we have very tight intelligence, I believe we can actually get to that kind of security scenes and prevent the kind of attack that happened the other day.
But there was a bit of drama at the booking section of the Obafemi Awolowo station in Ibadan, as this passenger in a hood refused to neither present an ID card nor give his name. With this, the ticketing officer stood her ground and refused issuing him a ticket. That was, however, sorted out and he was allowed to board.
Thank you for choosing Nigerian Railways.
Sadly, when I got there, I was so amazed because I felt it will look like the olden days that we have this tattered, but it's splendid.
Urging the train management to be strict about people that enter their train, their regulations, and also their security.
I enjoyed it. The only thing is just it's always very cold, so that's it.
I noticed that the staffs don't sit, they move around to check one or two things that is going on in each of the coaches.
We just urge government to be more proactive in terms of security, and the security details or check should be put in place.
It was a relief when we got back to Lagos. Though it was the Abuja-Kaduna route that was recently attacked, the ripple effect is evident even on Lagos-IBADAN route. As passengers said, there's passenger apathy. They're also calling on the federal government to put in place security measures that will protect the rail. The Commissioner of Police in charge of Railway Corporation says passengers have nothing to worry as security has been beefed up since the Abuja-Kaduna train attack.
We have been, doing some readjustments, interacting with to ensure that we put adequate security in place in the corridor of the rail. We've been in series of meetings with the Ministry of Transport, the Nigerian Railway Corporation, and other security agencies. We have policemen there, but I cannot tell you specifically how many because it's a security information which I don't want to divulge here now. We have a security hand scanner that's, personal scanner for people and all that. And at the same time, if you are not to board that train on that day or at that time, you are not allowed to pass beyond a particular place within the train station.
The corporation says some of their challenges include passengers giving fake telephone numbers, making it difficult to reach their families in case of any emergency, and also refusal of some passengers to book individually, even when they know it is a must, amongst others. Ivy Kano, TVC News, Lagos.